APC primaries. Right. So that means technically that the man did not submit that affidavit before his primary elections. That is a problem.
So there is no certificate and there is no affidavit. No, it doesn't. But what we're saying is, the question you raised was, will certain candidates, if they win, will they be suitable to represent Nigeria? We're asking that if a man who wants to become president cannot comply, then we've got a problem right from the start. Definitely. Those who have complied, it is now for the general electorate to consider their suitability. And those who have complied, that the press are hounding negatively or wrongly, it's for them to prove their innocence. A man is innocent until he's proven guilty.
Do you think that Buhari can defeat PDP? Because why are we insisting precisely that his certificate issue?
Buhari didn't defeat. He didn't defeat in 1999. He didn't defeat in 2003.
But the issue of the certificate is not even an issue. The issue of the certificate is not even an issue. As far as we are concerned, Nigeria does not need a 72, 73-year-old man at this present time. Right. As far as I am personally concerned, excuse me, as far as I am personally concerned, he has even lost the credibility as a former head of state that toppled a democracy to contest and want to rule Nigeria under a democracy.
There's a Chewmaker Forest. I'm happy you raised that question. That's a good question. There's a Chewmaker Forest. You see, the APC have conveniently told us that don't vote for the party. Vote for the individual. That this man is a man of integrity, he's come to fight corruption, his antecedent speaks for him. If we look behind the veil of what APC are projecting, and we look at the characters who make up the APC, then Nigeria has a problem. Apart from the fact that many of them are dissidents that come from PDP, who they say PDP was wrong and is for the last 60 years, but they're all good now that they've moved over to APC. We also have the Jagaban, who is waiting in the shadows to take over Nigeria. So when they tell us that they're putting up a front, we know we just have a front. The engine and the machinery behind is defective.
Quickly, right?
Defective.
There's a guy called Paul in the Bible.
Yes.
For those who are Christians.
The converts.
Persecutes the Christians.
The converts.
Persecutes,
Saul.
And it goes on a trip that he ended up becoming Saul. That means a person can change overnight.
Oh yes, Amici is now reformed.
You're single?
I'm married.
Good. You used to be single?
Oh, once upon a time.
Then you married?
I did.
Okay. That means you changed.
I did. Of course I did.
I think
he said it's not worth nominating, electing 72-year-old person. Now we know that people say maybe he's not strong enough, and it is true that people say all the people around him, all people around. That's why I use the analogy of Saul, so it can change. A man that is there, a tree does not make a forest, but the people around him are, according to them, all people from PDP. How do you think that change can real effect?
Yes, let us be frank with ourselves. The change is imminent. If you look at the caliber of people that comes from the PDP into the APC, you find out that they are the most performing either governors of PDP or ministers of PDP who the government of the day has refused them their rights. Let us talk about Amici, for example. When they had an election, the governors forum, where Amici won, and they said 16 is greater than 19. You understand? We have had the issue where primaries is supposed to be held, and somebody got to their primaries and destroyed the place, and this same person became their governor today. We're talking about the credibility issue.
So Amici is a PDP performer.
Amici is a PDP performer.
Because he performed on the PDP.
He performed and he saw the line.
And that's why
it's not under PDP.
Very good.
You see, we're talking about credibility issue now. Let's just come back to that. You said if the likes of some contestant wins election, can they represent Nigeria within the Western world? I know tomorrow, if Alamisi had become senator, he cannot step into the UK here. We know about Buruji Kasha.
Why not?
We know about Buruji Kasha. It's difficult for him to get to the US. You understand? Now, we are talking about those that have no credibility within themselves, in their way and manner of life, that constitute the main cabinet of the current president. These are the same people that has led the president astray from not being focused on those issues that will keep Nigerians safe, that will give Nigerians good education, that will give Nigerians the best of education. I'm not going to mention the name, you know their names. And we know their names. And the National Committee knows their names. Analysts has even mentioned two of
So are they around the president?
Yes, Alamisi, for example, is around the president.
Yeah. Is he?
The major financier, the man that financed, that funded the state election, is part of the news. Now we are talking about how we want to move Nigerian forward. The caliber and the degree of people that are in APC are people that are ready to impact change within the Nigerian, within the Nigeria. The president, for example, is a man who does not forget about. It's not free. It's not free. That's part of your calculation. Go and look at the medical report from ABUTH. He says it all. Whatever you are saying cannot debar Nigeria from getting this change. Let us be frank with ourselves.
Change in Lagos. I agree with you.
I tell you, they are not to celebrate with us. It's going to be a proud thing. Yes, you are talking about Jagaban. I will give it to Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu today here publicly. Because this man, whatever change we are talking about in Nigeria, whatever magic this man,
probably the richest man in Nigeria,
whatever we are talking about, this man has take all his God so that change will be eminent in Nigeria.
1 minute, just before we round up, as time, you say one of the most likely the richest man.
Probably.
On what reason? Does he have an oil ring, oil license, and wells, or how does he make his money?
You see, when you say that
he's a major contractor.
When you say
1 minute. He's a major contractor.
When you say you're a social democrat,
he's a major contractor in all APC states.
APC states. So which means he is.
So that means producing, constructing 5 kilometers of road for 20 billion.
Evidence?
You have the evidence.
It's there in the book. All that you've been saying, do you have the evidence? If we ask you to produce it, do you have the evidence?
Yeah,
so my own
where is medical report is there in the internet?
So is the issue of the contract not there in the internet? So is it
strong?
Do you have your medical certificate right here to prove that you are not free?
I am here and happy.
If he knew you were going to ask him that question, he would have brought his medical certificate.
Why this one is being published even?
Is it? The problem is that he collapsed in the rally.
You see,
twice. He collapsed twice.
Of course he did. But you
it was the APC press that reported that he collapsed. The APC press.
It wasn't us.
The APC.
Can you show us? You see the thing that if Buhari had collapsed, we will see the picture all over. It doesn't take time. Somebody will have taken the pictures. When the era of technology, we have mobile phone can do any magic.
You see, APC do their campaigns on the internet, to be honest with you. But excuse me, I'm not saying it's like that. But what I am telling you is that elections are not won on the internet.
It can be won on
that Buhari collapsed during his rally.
No picture yet.
And there is no picture is because they censored it real good.
No, that's not possible.
They censored it real good.
The censor in Nigeria.
Let us be frank with ourselves.
They refuse to put it out.
PDP has lost it.
On the most serious
let us be sincere with ourselves. PDP has lost it. They have no other magic or other technicalities of changing Nigeria. They are at the verge of collapsing Nigeria.
Yes, the president has built a lot of universities in Nigeria, including the primary and primary.
Go back to those universities and see the only ones that have structure. The only university that has the structure, like he has created them, is the one in Otuoki. The one in Ekiti State has no. If you go there now, it's just probably erect a primary school-like structure in that university. You see, creating a university creating a university. University is not just an ordinary institution. It takes a lot of funding. It takes a lot of a lot of things to establish a university. For example, we are talking about creating new universities. Today, the National University Commission will tell you we are short of 20,000 PhD holders to lecture in even the existing universities. Now, you are establishing university. What are the qualities of your graduates? What are the research facilities that are available for these people to train? You don't just go on the internet. You don't just say, yes, I'm establishing a university to balance political structure.
Are you saying it was wrong to have created
a university? I'm not saying creating a university.
Are you saying it was wrong to have created
when you create a university on political reason, and you are not putting facility into those universities, and yet students who enroll in those universities, what are they going to produce from that university? So Nigerian University, as I'm talking today, they needed over 20,000 PhD holders. Even if they send all these people to go and acquire PhD, how many of them will have that facility to research and have a quality certificate in education? So balancing political structure with the creation of university does not encourage or boost the educational economy of the state.
Close those universities.
APC government will have to look at those universities
and close them.
No, they cannot close them. They have to reassess those universities.
Mr. Hadi, I want to say thank you. Just before we go, you have 30 seconds PDP. Why should people vote for PDP?
Come February 14th, the nation will go to the polls, and we need to vote for a president who is strong, who knows the journey, and has shown from his track record over the last 4 years of being president that there are areas of infrastructure that need to develop the country. He's right on top of it, and he needs to continue the job.
Thank you.
And a true Democrat.
APC.
Thank you very much, great Nigerians. It's another time for a change in Nigeria. February 14th. You've seen it, he's done it before. We have a very formidable team that are our change agents in Nigeria, the person of General Muhammadu Buhari and Professor Yemi Osinbajo. Those are your bet for the change that Nigeria envisaged. And I can bet you, by this time, after February 14th, the transformation that Nigeria need, the change that Nigeria need will be in plan. Just go there, don't be convinced, just go there, cast your vote for APC. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, guys. The debate continues, of course. Nigeria 2015, February 14, Valentine Day, Election Day in Nigeria, the most populous black nation in the world. Is it going to be good luck or is it going to be Buhari? Only the electorate can decide. And for the diaspora, please phone people back home. Tell them, based on what you have seen on the internet, and you have heard from other people, for the right candidate, the right party. It's not too late, but as we said, there's another 12 parties contesting as well for the presidency and other positions in Nigeria. In fact, nobody seems to hear about them. The core party and the other party, everybody just concentrate on Buhari. If you don't like any one of them, Buhari and Goodluck Jonathan, please just vote for the other party that are listed there. Simple as ABCD. You don't need to worry about Goodluck. You're not happy with him, delete him. You're not happy with Buhari, delete them. You're happy with the other parties, tick the other parties, empower everybody. At the end of the day, the choice belongs to you. All we want is a free and fair election in Nigeria. Until then, don't forget 1 o'clock is another show, or every time we want to talk Nigeria. And of course, soon we'll be talking about United Kingdom politics as well. So thank you very much for our guests and panelists.
Thank you.
We wish you all the best and good luck. Thank you.